everyone, this is what we're going to do today. It's a kind of the Looney Tunes style funny intro. Again. So the circular animations and my self-portraits shaking several times and my name with some sound effect. So let's play again. Okay. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe it and set the notification for my latest video. And let's get started. So I just opened the new After Effects project and let's create a new composition. Everything's the same, and then duration 5 seconds is okay, and then the background color set to white and okay. Okay, then as I showed you at the very beginning, first we're gonna have that kind of a circular animation. So first the thing is choose your ellipse tool, any fill color and the stroke color and the stroke weight, anything's fine for now. Okay, and then double click it. Then we have one oval filling the entire screen, and then in your timeline there are the sub layers of this this oval layer. So contents, ellipse number 1. There are more sub layers, and we don't want to keep this fill. So select the fill layer and delete it. And also we're going to change the size. Size is going to be, we're supposed to have the perfect circle. So let me uncheck this then constraint link and set the size of 1900 by 1900. Okay, and the stroke weight above 400 somewhere. Yeah, 420, I think that's okay. And the stroke color, the first color is gonna be really kind of a dark blue, like a cobalt blue or navy blue. That could be even darker. It's up to you. Okay, then next thing is we're gonna animate it first. So you see the add button here, click there, choose trim path, and then in this trim path we're gonna insert first and the keyframe on 0 second. So there are the 3 stopwatches, start, end, and offset. Choose the end, and then set to 0. It's gone. Now move your playhead to 1 second mark here. Then increase that up to 100. So we have this animation. Okay. And then I will set somewhere here, so it's okay. Under stroke sublayer, there is line cap option. Choose round cap. So we have that. Okay, and then also let me move back or somewhere here. Okay, then let me collapse my layer. Then hold down the control key or right click and click on your layer, then choose layer style and inner shadow. So nothing's happening, looks like, but there's something's happening now. So under inner shadow sublayer, there are more sublayers. We're gonna change the distance. Now you see that kind of inner shadow. Okay, and then the size I'm gonna increase it so I can have kind of a little shadow effect, like an inner shadow. See? Okay, so this first layer is done. There are a lot of sub layers. Let me change the layer's name. In order to change the layer's name, click on your layer, hit the return, and now I can rename it. I will rename it as 01. Okay, so my first one is done. Now, select the end of your first layer and Command D so we can make a copy, or Control D on PC. So I have the exactly the same one. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So hit the S key, scale. I'm gonna make it smaller, like that. And then, excuse me, stroke color is gonna be much lighter blue, maybe something like this. Maybe that's too bright. Maybe somewhere here. And then also I want to have a little bit different stroke weight, make it a little bit smaller, even smaller than that. Okay, I think excuse me, it looks good. A little heavier, a little smaller. Okay, so this is what's happening. I want to make it even a little bit more interesting. So on this, my second one here, let me hit the R, rotation, and then let me rotate it, maybe like that, so they can kind of a crossing over like that. Okay, so number 2 is done. Now select the second one, Command D or Control D on PC. So I have another copy of that. Hit the S key so I can rescale. I'm gonna make it even smaller. And stroke weight heavier. About that should be good. And a little bit bigger. Oops. Slightly overlapping doesn't matter, it doesn't harm. Okay, that looks good. And then I want to change my stroke color to even brighter. There's too much green. Somewhere there. Okay, and then also you can rotate it like this way when you hover your mouse cursor close to your anchor point, and then you can rotate it like that. I'm gonna do it this way, so it is animating like this. Okay, and let's do one more. Number 3 is done. Select the number 3, Command D for the fourth one, and then hit the S key. I'm gonna make it even smaller and more, make it a little bit bigger. I want to fill the entire space. A little bit smaller, a little bit thicker. Okay, maybe 8%. Oh, that's too small. Yep, it looks good. I want to have it even brighter, almost white. Yep, and let me rotate it like that way, so it is animating like this. Okay, so it reminds me of the Looney Tune intro. Remember that? Okay. Okay, so I'm almost done. And then what I want to do is all four circles, they're animating at the same time, which is okay. But it would be even nicer if I can give some kind of little bit time gap in between. So the first one is okay. I'm going to keep it. And the second one, let me move it a little bit. And the third one, maybe here. And the last one, very last. So watch. See? It is rendering now, so now it's going to be smooth. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so I'm happy. So after that, once all four circles are completed, like this, then I want to have my face. Oh, before that, let me select everything first, the Command A. I'm going to move this up a little bit, maybe like this, somewhere here. Let me play again, because I want to have my name on the bottom center. So I want to have some little more space. Okay, so it looks good. So once all four circles are completed like this, okay, so maybe somewhere at that point, now I'm gonna have my portrait, my selfie. So what I did, I took my selfie like this using Snapchat. I like that. So I clipped just my face, and then without background, I saved as the transparent PNG file. So let me import that to my project panel here. So I have this, and then also I downloaded two sound files. The sound files, what you can do is once you log on to your YouTube, and then you can go to a YouTube Studio. Let me go back to our YouTube, my channel. So from there, go to your account and YouTube Studio. And on the left frame, scroll down, you're going to see the audio library here. And then most of the audio files are free to use it. It's a copyright free. And then what I did, sound effects, and I chose the category, the cartoon, apply. So from here, I found there are two sound files. One is siren whistle, and then what is a goofy spring bounce. So I'm gonna have these two files to my After Effects as well. So let me drag and drop to here. So I have two sound files. So first, my selfie. Place it somewhere there. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and let me, I think it's okay. So I want to show my face, my selfie, once all four these circles are completed. So I'm gonna move it to there. So once my four circles animation is done, and I will pop up. Okay, so first, selfie here. Let me hit the S key, scale. I'm inserting the the first keyframe for scale, and let me set to 0. from nothing, and then maybe about 20 frames second. That was 83 something, 85. So it does that. Okay, this rendering. Okay, again. I think that's a bit too slow. A little shorter. We'll see. A little shorter. Okay. So you can just adjust the kind of a speed and then how quick, how slow. Okay, that's good. And then also I want to rotate it a little bit. So let me hit the R for rotation. And somewhere here, let me rotate, not too much, just a little bit, like that. Okay, and then also I want to shake my face a little bit. So let me rotate it opposite direction. Opposite direction. And maybe one more time. So I have 5 keyframes total for my face. So let's see. Pyong. Okay. Now again. Okay. I think it's kind of a bit too slow when I shake it. So I'm gonna make it a little closer so I can shake faster. Rewind again and play. That looks good. Okay, now let's add a sound. So my sound is supposed to come here. So on the Goofy's sound, just drag and drop, and then I want to start that somewhere here. But before we do that, watch this. In your sound layer, and then on the location of this layer, the bottom or top, it really doesn't matter. Anywhere is fine. Okay, and then there are sub layers, audio, and waveform. As you can see that there are a few kind of the sounds here. So let's listen to it. I think that works fine. I think that's perfect match. So I don't want to keep that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is place this playhead right before my second point, and then hold down the Option and hit left bracket key on your keyboard. Option and left bracket. It's gone. So let's watch. Okay. It's good. Maybe is it a little late? I'm gonna move it a little bit. Okay, that sounds better. And also I downloaded this, the siren whistle. Let me drag and drop to here. So watch. Okay. Okay. Yep. And then next thing is I want to have you know what? I really don't like that white little spots. So my number 1, I'm gonna make my stroke weight a little bit heavier. Looks better. So it covers. For rendering, it takes some little kind of lagging. Will be better now. Wait. Okay. Now, once I have my face completed, then I want to have my name on top. So choose my type tool. I'm gonna type my name, but it's kind of my nickname, Joy Kim. On top. Okay, and align horizontal center, maybe a little bit up. Okay, even I can make it a little smaller than that. Okay, so I have my name. So I want to have my name on that point, so let me have my text start from there. So once the the circular animation is done, my face pops up, and then I'm gonna have my name. Okay, so first, my name layer here. There are sub layers. We're gonna add animation by clicking this animation button. First, the position. Also, I want to add one more property, which is opacity. Okay, and still there. Now first let me change set in my range. Let me choose the insert the offset, the first keyframe by clicking this stopwatch here, and then maybe about just 1 second and 100. Then let me move my playhead to the first keyframe where I have my first the range keyframe I inserted. Then the position, insert the position keyframe, and then move this just a little bit down, not too much. Also, opacity value down to 0. So this will happen like this. So it is okay. It is not too bad. We can make it even more kind of interesting. Okay, so from there, let me change my offset value down to -100. Then this happens. And also, under offset layer, you see the advanced, there are more sub layers. Change the shape from square to ramp up, and then is high and low set to just maximum, and see what happens. This happens, so it looks more interesting and dynamic. So let me rewind it and let me play it. Again. Yes. Okay. So once it is done, let me save this file first. Save as. I'm gonna save it as funny intro. Funny_intro. Okay. And then let me export. Add to render queue. So on the output mode module, click on the lossless. We're gonna export as a QuickTime file, and also format options. Please choose Apple ProRes the 422 high quality HQ, and OK. And OK. Now, destination, where to export it. So that's my folder as funny underscore intro. Save it and render. Okay, so rendering is done. Okay, so let me check my file. Funnyintro.move, 70 megabytes. I think this is maybe too big. Let's play it. Okay, it's not too bad, but 70 megabytes for 5-second anime video file is way too big. So what we're gonna do is we're going to compress this file as an MP4 using media encoder. So let me open my media encoder. So my media encoder is open. So I'm going to import my funny intro, the QuickTime file, to here by dragging. Okay. So H264. excuse me, and let me change it. The format, everything's fine. The preset is gonna be this time YouTube, I think the 1080 Full HD. Okay, and then funny intro, and the location is funny intro folder. That's my folder. Okay, then save it and OK, and click on this play button. Okay, so let me check my folder. Funny intro, that's a 70 megabyte something. Funny intro MP4, 1.5 megabyte. But it's good. Quality is okay, sound is fine. Again. Okay, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.